There's a lot of rumors that says that Apple will have an event in March, on March 15. And then after that release the iPhone 5s E and the iPad Air 3 on March 18th. But I've been thinking about that. The 12-inch MacBook, the awesome 12-inch MacBook, was released exactly 1 year ago in March. So what if Apple will also release the second generation of the 12-inch MacBook on that event? No other person, no other blogger or vlogger says that the 12-inch MacBook will be released on that event, but I think it will. And I'm very excited over that, the second generation of the 12-inch MacBook. A lot of websites, bloggers and other persons says that the 12-inch MacBook is no good, it has no powerful processor and so on. But they are actually wrong, because Apple has optimized the very mobile processor in the 12-inch MacBook together with the operating system OS X. So it uses some internal structure from the processor in specific apps. So if app developers are developing apps that support these optimizations, then apps makes the 12-inch MacBook really powerful. For example, 4K video editing in Final Cut Pro 10 on the 12-inch MacBook. It's incredibly fast and really powerful. So you can render and edit 4K video very easily on the 12-inch MacBook. And that's because of these optimizations. So I think these persons that says that the 12-inch MacBook is no good, better buy a MacBook Pro and a MacBook Air or anything, I think they are wrong, because I really like the 12-inch MacBook, design of it, and I think you should think about the MacBook as a really portable and mobile device. You should use it as a portable device and not a desktop computer. And that's why I also don't care about that it's only having one USB Type-C port and a headphone jack, because I don't need more than that. Because this device, the 12-inch MacBook, should be used as a portable mobile device. And who knows, maybe the second generation of the MacBook will have two USB Type-C ports. And it will be very interesting to see how much more powerful the second generation will be. It will probably have the latest Intel processor and so on. And I think it will have even better battery life also. So both the power, the processor and battery life will probably be much better on the second generation MacBook. I'm sure of that. To me, the only drawback with a 12-inch MacBook is the price, really. It's very expensive, really expensive. Here in Sweden it costs around 15,000 Swedish crowns, and that's a lot. That's a lot of money. But if you think about it, if I wait and buy the iPad Pro second generation instead, and a keyboard to it, a physical hardware keyboard to the iPad Pro second generation, then that would cost here in Sweden around 12 or 13,000 Swedish crowns. So the difference is not so much. I mean, 2,000 or 3,000 more Swedish crowns, I get a whole MacBook for the money, with the keyboard included. So I'm very excited over the second generation 12-inch MacBook. Who knows, maybe I go back to the Mac as an experiment again to see how I can use a 12-inch MacBook as my mobile portable device together with my iPhone, the iPhone 6s Plus at the moment, and maybe the iPhone 7 Plus later on. So these two devices as a combination to work and create content with. But still, my 11-inch MacBook Air from 2012 works incredibly good still. It's very, very fast. I tried to render some 4K videos with it lately, and it works flawlessly, really fast. And It has an Intel i7 processor, so it's very powerful device. So I'm actually not in a need to buy another MacBook really, but I could be interested and excited over the second generation 12-inch MacBook anyway, you know. And I actually only use my 11-inch MacBook Air as a media center connected to my 40-inch HD TV at home for the family to be used for watching movies and listening to music and so on. And I of course use my iOS devices together with that MacBook Air. I use some remote apps like Splash Top, Mobile Mouse Pro, ProCut X to do video editing in Final Cut Pro 10 on my Mac, but doing the video editing actually on my iPad. I really love those remote apps. So my 11-inch MacBook Air can be anywhere in my home. It doesn't even need to be connected to a display or anything really. I can use my MacBook Air via those remote apps directly on my iPad and iPhone. And I can actually be anywhere in the world using my MacBook through my iPad or iPhone. So that's why I love those remote apps, and they are really fast even over 4G network, LTE. So for example, when I use the Splash Top app, it actually feels exactly as I use my MacBook. And I can even use touch in OS 10 on my Mac, but I use my iPad. So it works really good. So I actually don't need a new MacBook, but I'm very tempted to buy the second generation, and hopefully Apple will present that on the Room or the event in March. I think the second generation will be incredible, but I think it still will be as expensive as the first generation, maybe a tiny bit cheaper, but not much. And also I can let you know that I have some problems with recording videos with my Rode SmartLav Plus microphone at the moment. And the reason for that is probably that I run iOS 9.3 beta 3, public beta, because before beta 3 I didn't have any problems at all, but now I have. Sometimes it doesn't feel that it's a connected external microphone, and sometimes the videos gets recorded in mono instead of stereo, so something is wrong. I don't know why. Maybe it can be my extension cable that I use here in the car also, I don't know. But I have really big problems with recording audio at the moment, and I soon give up these car vlogs and only will do videos at home in my studio. Okay, bye.